everyone. Thank you so much for being on this recording. This is your 2025 fall product training live. Well, not live, it is live now, but once you see it, it will be recorded. So bear with me. This is Aggie Reyes. I am the Vice President of Program. Had you come to our training, you would have heard from Diane, our CEO. And in fact, the first couple slides are hers, and I know I will not do them justice as she does. However, please feel free to ask questions via email to myself or Diane because those are her slides. And if you do have more information, I know we will go more into detail with them at our upcoming cookie training dates, which have also been published and they are ready to go as well. So let's go ahead and get started. I will not have you do the Girl Scout promise or the Girl Scout law because I know many of you already do this at your training. So I will let you do that at your training. How about that? And then, of course, make sure you say 4 Girl Scout laws. Just kidding, just one is fine. So these first two slides are Diane's slides. Basically, she wants to remind you all that we still have the Together Initiative and Lead on Us. The Lead on Us is the initiative she started about almost 7 years ago, where leaders and co-leaders do not have to pay for their registration to be a leader. And so if you haven't done so, please go ahead and do that because whether it's for fall product or cookies, you must be registered. And same with the girls. So the Together initiative was brought because of the dues increase from national, and that is a way for us, the council, to help any girl who wants to be a Girl Scout. And there is a whole form and rhyme and reason behind it. So make sure if you want to take advantage of that, that you do so. And the reason we say here to register by September 1st is because the fall product does start on September 13th. So that way it gives us an opportunity to upload these girls and make sure they are registered and ready to go by the time the fall product sale starts. For 2026, we do have a new cookie. We cannot tell you yet what it is until September 9th because it is under embargo. So you all will probably be hearing it from the media very, very soon. It's a very good cookie. We are so excited about it, and I think our customers will love it. As you see here, the second bullet says 700 plus case for home delivery. Well, the reason for that is because we are finally going to a $5 box. We do know that Diane has been telling you all for about 3 years now that we were going to $5, but luckily our budget allowed us to stay at 4 up until this past season. So we are going up to $5 a box. So we do understand that you all as leaders will probably be more worried about ordering that 800 case minimum for a home delivery. So that's why we are lowering it to 700 this year. A couple of things, the last two kind of go hand in hand. For the cookie season, we will have updated Troop Cookie Manager rules. We just kind of wanted to give you all the heads up. We're not sure how it's going to look like just yet, but for those girls who we're thinking starting at the camp level, there will be a verification process that troops will have to verify that the girls that sold those higher levels did actually turn in all the money for those higher levels. All right. So just as I mentioned, we are going to $5 a box this coming season, 2026. It is still one of the lowest priced in the country. In fact, we were told by ABC, who is our baker, that we will be the only council for ABC at $5 a box. Everybody else is already at $6 or even $7 a box. As far as little brownie goes, we are not sure how many of those there are, but we imagine there's going to be fewer. So with that being said, we will be going to 95 cents per box for True Profit. We will also be increasing the Grow Rewards to 25 cents per box. Currently, we are at 20 cents per box. But what we are going to do, the reason we are going to be able to do this is because, as we said, since we are going to $5 a box, some of those levels will be harder to attain. So we are lowering some of the levels, not all, but a lot of the higher levels. And then this is new. We are very, very excited about this. And I hope I do this line justice. But like I said, if not, please reach out to myself or Diane, and we will go more into detail on this. But it was decided, as we said, for the national dues, they did go up to $45 per girl this year. And then next year for the 2027 year, it is going up to $65. So for the 2027 membership year, we will not have the Together Initiative. In fact, the way we are going to be able to do this is that through the cookie sale. And the way this will work is that troops will not receive profit for the first 50 packages that they sell for cookies. So it's $47.50 per girl. However, the girls do receive a $65 membership plus a patch. So basically, this is our way of being able to help and assist for any girl who sells cookies. Of course, if there are girls who are graduating, this will not apply to them. And the number one question we get about this is, what if a girl, you register them, meaning we register them and they just do not return? We are okay with that. And the reason we are okay with that is because it is a girl earned reward. So now at that point, the girl can decide what she's going to do with that membership. She may choose not to do anything, but she may see that we have a program that she would like to attend on her own as a Juliet. And that would be okay because she would still be a registered member. And then also, if she was to transfer to another council, we would transfer the membership as well. So that is how we will help with the $65 membership that will be the 2027 membership year. Also, between 2019 and 2025, GSESC has spent an additional 77 cents per box on Girl Rewards. Excess inventory, increase of cost of cookies, Girl and Troop credit card fees, because we are the ones who pay for those digital cookie fees, and then Girl and Troop debt and service unit bonus. So on top of giving you, like we said, the 95 cents per Troop profit, the increase in rewards, even us at being $4 a box, we have already inquired a 77 cent box increase. So this is what we are going to do. All right. So just as a reminder, the gluten-free cookies, if your troop does want to order some, that order is due to Miss Deborah on October 20th. And those did stay at $6 per package. Just like before, you order by the case. There are 12 packages per case. And just as it says right here, your deadline is October 20th. So all these forms are on your website, but if you need these forms, you can get them from either your service unit fall product manager, or you can call Deborah. Deborah got all the forms this year, and she will get them as well for cookies. So if you need any of these forms, please let Deborah know, and she will make sure you get them somehow. All your forms will be in this double-sided envelope. And what's really cool about this double-sided envelope is that it has pretty much all the information you need. In the front, you will see the information on Ashton Farms and M2. You will also see our important deadlines and then online resources. And on the back, it tells you like a quick step-by-step on stuff like, don't forget this. It's like a nice little checklist for you. And then at the bottom, it has, if you were to accept checks for fall product, what our procedures for that are. Just as I mentioned, if you are a service unit fall product manager, you will get this form from Deborah, and she needs to turn this, you need to turn this into her so we can give you access to the system. And just like I said, you must be registered. And also you must be registered if you are the troop fall product manager. And up to two leaders per troop can have access and earn their M2 patch as well, their avatar patch. We are going back to this ACH form. And the reason we are going back to the ACH form is because basically it's a lot clearer and cleaner for us. So this form you would attach or fill out all your banking information, or attach a voided check. And this will cover you for fall product this year and then for cookies next year. So please make sure you get that as well. That is one of the requirements to participate in both cookies and fall product. Each one of your girls will receive an order card. This is what it looks like on the left side. And then on the right-hand side, you see the receipt books. Your troop will get 2 per troop. But if you do need more, all you have to do is let Deborah know, and she will get you as many as you need. Also, we have the parent permission form. Please make sure that before you give your parents an order card, that they are filling this out. They need to fill this out and turn this into you. And this does come in a carbon copy. So please make sure you keep the white, the original one, which is on top, and you give them the copy, which is the yellow copy at the bottom. And please, 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 I cannot stress enough that you let your parents know what they are signing up for, because they do need to know that they are responsible for all of these things when it comes to fall product. Your girls will also get this double-sided M2 flyer. And this one I always say is the easiest. I mean, fall product just is easy, plain and simple. I will say that repeatedly throughout this presentation because it truly is that easy. On the left-hand side, you'll see at the bottom where it says it has 3 steps. Those are the 3 steps that the girls need to create their avatar and to create their storefront. And then on the back of it, which is the right-hand side, it gives them information on the grizzly bears. As you can see, the grizzly bear is the mascot for fall product, and it has some important dates on there as well. This is also on our website already. This is the 2025 activities guide. But if your troop or service unit wish to do a fall product rally, it's very, very simple. All you have to do is do some of these activities or your own. You could, this is just a guide to help you. But if you want to do your own thing with these, with the fall product rally, yes, by all means do that. And also take pictures. And for every girl that attends, I will give you a patch for free. And in fact, I already have the patches and I'm looking at them right now in front of me. They are on my desk. So please do a rally, take some pictures, and I will gladly give you a patch. This form is not going to be in your packet because you may or may not need it. This is the discrepancy report. This is what you would turn in if you had any NSF checks, delinquencies, or counterfeit money. It is always, as always, it is important. Well, remember, we started this last year. The council is no longer taking parent debt, but we have to know if parents still owe you money, okay? It is always important, receipts for everything, because with this discrepancy report, if a parent is the one who owes you money, you have to also turn in those receipts, okay? And as I said, this is the girl money. It is not the parents' money. This is girl money. Our banking procedures are the same as before. All troops must turn in their troop financial reports. They're the most, for the year. You also have to turn in money regularly once your parents start paying you into the troop account. Any NSF checks, they do need to be turned into Jackie Jackson. Her email is right on your screen. And also discrepancy reports by November 25th. The council will do one ACH as always for fall product, and that will be December 5th. And then just so you know, we are starting this year, that after the ACH, any balances that need to be cleared will have to be done via check, cash, money order, credit, or debit card directly to the council. Okay, so we will do one ACH and one only for fall product. And as always, there's all these really nice reports, banking and payments, for you to keep track of the girls and the parents as they're turning in the money. But just like I say, this information is as good as the information you put on there, because you would be the one to fill this out and tell the system what these parents are paying you. So here are your important dates. As I mentioned earlier, the sale does start September 13th. That is when the online and order card taking part begins. The order card taking does end October 13th, as well as the girl delivered. I'll show you in a few slides later what that means, okay? Just as I mentioned, the gluten-free orders are due October 20th. The online portion does end October 31st. The deliveries to service unit fall product managers are made between November 3rd and the 8th. Money from the girl is due to troop by November 23rd. Just as I said earlier, the discrepancy reports are due to Jackie by November 25th, if you have any. And December 5th is that final ACH. All right, so these are the avatars. Look at how cute these are. The girls do acquire skills that will last them a lifetime by selling cookies and fall product. And of course, those skills are goal setting, money management, people skills, decision making, business ethics. And of course, the girls are always giving back with troop activities and community service as well. Just like I said, the program in itself is a learning experience. And with this money, you fund your troop to do some adventures like travel, community service, anything, as we always say, this is girl-led, so the girls decide what they do with the money. So I do want to share with you all the 2024 in review. As you see here, yes, they're all negative, but um, what I like to share here is that it's not just our council, and not only is it not only our council, Diane does budget very, very conservatively. In fact, she did budget a decrease in fall product as she does in cookies every single year. Um, I wish I could tell you that our council was the only one that had declined, but we do know that around this time we are also competing against. We do know Boy Scouts is selling popcorn around this time, and we also know that a lot of schools have fundraisers going on at the same time as we are. So we do know that we do have other competition during this time, unlike with cookies. But the fall products program is so easy that, I mean, it's just a no-brainer to participate. This is our overall breakdown by channel. So as you see here, the biggest one still is our online girl delivered. Then next would be the order card. And then as you see on top, it would be the direct ship, then magazines, and then hang on. We did have an increase in the bark boxes, believe it or not, but we think the bark boxes is because, hold on, the year before we did run out. So we actually had a 50% increase. And I'll show you here in a bit. We do have 3 more boxes that we're so excited to share with you all. And then these are the averages, Girl Scout averages. As you see, the orange one is ours, and then the light blue, all councils. And even though it doesn't seem like much, it truly is. We really are up there with the higher per girl averages and participant averages as well. So just like we always say, when the girls send 18 emails, there is value in those emails. This is according to our council. This is the value in our councils. Nationally, it was like, as you see here, it was a minus 1%. Ours did decrease as well, but we did have decrease a number of girls and troops participating. But when we ask you all to send those emails, it's not just to send those emails. There is value, and they are being tracked. So I know I already mentioned earlier, but the mascot for our fall product this year is the grizzly bear. And you'll see this website right there. It's explore.org. It was actually brought to our attention from at one of our trainings here in Charleston. Diane and I have now become obsessed with this website. It is a 24-hour camera of grizzly bears in Alaska, and it is just like the coolest thing to watch. You see the bears in the water, they're fishing, they're playing. It is just like the coolest thing. So as I always say, take advantage of what the mascot is and learn some more, right? Like teach the girls about the grizzly bears. It is so much fun when the girls come up to us and they tell us these facts that we didn't even know. And I just think it is the coolest thing ever. So I mean, you could totally take this opportunity of the grizzly bear as a learning experience. So here are our stuffed animals. The giant bear, her name is McKenna, and she is named after our top fall product seller for this past season. The large bear, her name is Graham, and then the small bear, her name is Georgia. The small bear and the large bear, the girls are able to earn it through the fall sale, but the giant bear, only one girl will earn her by a raffle. So for every girl who sends 18 emails or more, her name will be put into a raffle to win her. So only one girl in our council will win the giant McKenna. So troop proceeds, they are still 15% of your total sales. However, new this year, if a troop decides to opt out, that troop will receive 18% of the total sales. However, all the girls in the troop will need to agree and decide that they do not want any rewards. The girls can still get patches, but not the rewards. And there will be a form with a due date that we will need to abide by, because we will have to verify that all the girls who signed and their parents opted out, that we do have all of their signatures. So be on the lookout for that if that is an option your troop wants. And then just as you see here, the theme is Brave, Fierce, Fun. You'll see that acronym a lot, the BFF. For the cookie sale, the mascot is the black-footed ferret. So that's another BFF reference as well. So this is what our lineup will be this year. The 16 products we are selling are on your screen, and I will I will talk about each one in the next couple slides. This past sale, our top sellers were the number one were the deluxe pecan clusters, number two were the chocolate covered almonds, and number three were the chocolate covered bears. At number four, we did have the honey roasted mixed nuts, and last year they were the number 5 seller. And I just find that interesting because that is one of our more expensive items. That is our value jar. And then for the first time ever, we do have at number 5, the fruit slices. All right. And in case you need more allergen information, 23 of the 30 items are gluten-free. But if you need additional information, you can go on the Ashton Farms website and you will find everything you need there as well. All right. So the items we are selling, we have that peanut butter nut mix. This past year in 2024, we sold 623 units. Last year we did sell, 2023, we sold 829. The dark chocolate caramel caps, we sold 646, and the year before we sold 886. And in case you haven't tried these, I personally, I'm not a fan of dark chocolate, but these are, the dark chocolate that Ashton Farms makes is just so good. It just doesn't even taste like dark chocolate. As you see here, the deluxe pecan clusters, we did sell 2,276, and the year before we sold 2,565. The dulce de leche owls, we sold 781. The year before we sold 907. The peanut butter bears, we sold 1,012 this past year, and then the year before we sold 1,336. The dark chocolate peppermint pretzels, these we love because not only do they taste good, they come in like this nice little bag that's kind of like a holiday color. So I know a lot of volunteers have told me that they use these for gifts for secretaries, for coworkers, and it's a nice snack. So that one does make a good gift as well around the holidays. This last year we sold 636, and the year before we did sell 762. As you see here, the fruit slices, we did sell 855, and the year before we sold 952. The English butter toffee, we sold 666 units, and the year before we sold 974. And in case you didn't read it here, it says it is handcrafted. It is truly handcrafted. I've seen the videos of them making this, and it's just so delightful. And that is a really, really good product as well. We also have the butter toasted peanuts. This past year, we sold 681 units, and the year before, we sold 933. The chocolate covered almonds, we sold 1,131, and the year before, we did sell 1,454. The chocolate covered raisins, those, oh my gosh, those are ridiculously huge. I always say they're on steroids because they're so big. They really are good. I will be the first to admit that I am not a fan of chocolate covered raisins. However, these are delicious. This past year we sold 708, and the year before we sold 989. The cranberry nut mix, a lot of people have told me they love them just as a snack. It's a nice hearty snack to have right when you're at work and you're like, oh my gosh, is it almost lunchtime or it's almost time to go home and have dinner? A lot of people have said, I have it in my car and it's a good snack, an on-the-go snack. And I've heard of people put these in salads too. So I think all of those are just a winner, in my opinion. We did sell 705 units, and the year before we did sell 933 units. The whole cashews with sea salt, we sold 831 units, and the year before we sold 1,198. The item we did get rid of were the dark chocolate mint penguins. So they didn't do well. So what we brought back are the hot Cajun crunch. And those, oh my gosh, they're so good. They are on our order card, and we'll see how they do. Well, hopefully we'll bring them back. And if not, maybe we bring back the penguins. I'm not sure. But I know a lot of people have said these make a good snack as well, just to have on the road. And also a lot of people have said they would put this in a salad. Now the honey roasted peanuts, this is the value jar. This last year we sold 869, and the year before we sold 1,148. As you see here, the tin on top, this is the first of a book series called Make New Friends. I'm not sure how many are going to be in the series. Usually they do 2 or 3, but we haven't been told, nor have we seen it in person yet. And I know people have asked, is it hinged or is it just like a top, like a box top? And we are not sure because we haven't received a sample of it just yet. But that one does house the mint treasures. Last year, this one was in the Girl Scout memory box. We sold 572. The year before was the Peace Out box. We did sell 841 units. The tin you see on the bottom, that's the Polar Bear holiday tin. This one is available online only, and you can order it with the chocolate covered pretzels or the deluxe pecan clusters. And of course, those make good gifts too. This is a new item that is not on our order card. If you have gone to training, we did have samples of this. It is so good. If you're ever in the Charleston office, I think we may still have a few boxes left. So if you want to try it, just come and ask us. I mean, I think they're really, really good. This is available online only though. And so is this next one. This is the next new item, which is the nut and caramel trail mix. This one is in the 9-ounce pop top can. And like I said, it has those really cute, the caramel cups. They're just so good. Of course, our care to share is as before. If a girl sells 5 or more of these, she does earn this care to share patch. And our care to share items do support the Blue Star Moms. And not only do we sell nuts and chocolates, we also sell magazines and more. I'm going to tell you about a new product the girls are going to be able to sell this year. So when a customer gets the email from a girl, this is exactly how they're going to see those categories. They're going to see 6 categories of where the girls can shop, the customer can shop. Magazines, the nuts and chocolates, personalized products, tumblers, bark box, and candles. And once a customer buys, it doesn't matter what it is, whether it's a candle or a bark box, it will send them this email basically thanking them. And it's going to prompt them to see if they want to continue supporting them by visiting the other storefronts as well. And just as I mentioned earlier, there are 2 ways up until October 13th. The left side where it says girl delivered, that one does end October 13th because that one only has the items that are in the order card. So a customer may want to save on the shipping cost. The customer goes on there, they place their order, they pay with the credit card, and nothing has to be done by you all because it actually creates an order and you don't even have to collect the money because it's already collected online. The only thing the girl would have to do would be to deliver those nut items. And the convenience, like you see on the right-hand side, that is when the customer is going to pay for the shipping themselves. They did tell us that the 2025 rates did slightly increase over last year. However, what I want to remind you all is that when your customers see this, it is usually 9 times out of 10 going to default to the 2-day shipping. And as you see that right here, the 2-day shipping, the cheapest is $28.35. And I know that I've had people tell me like that shipping costs more than what my items cost. Well, always remind them that there is a drop down that has a standard shipping as well. And as if you see there, that is like basically that is significantly cheaper. It's more than 50% off. So the only thing is that with the 2-day, the customer is basically paying for number 1, they're going to get it in 2 days, and number 2, they're going to guarantee you that it's probably going to be shipped with ice so it doesn't melt. And if it were to arrive melted, the customer would be able to get a replacement for free. The standard, however, will possibly take 5 to 8 business days, and they cannot guarantee that it does not arrive melted. So basically, the customer is assuming that responsibility. But what I tell a lot of people, because I do this personally myself, is since the online part goes until October 31st, I usually wait until later in the fall before the sale ends to place that order. And then it is cooler. So knock on wood, at least as long as I've been doing this, I have never received any melted product. We also do offer magazines. The girls can sell the top selling magazines and easy renewals. They also can customers can purchase Tervis tumblers. Those are very popular. And as you see here, there's a lot of different varieties. They even look like water bottles now. And there's also personalized products. And these make really, really good Christmas gifts as well, because you can, as you see, right, like the one in the middle with the frame, you can personalize it and give it to grandma for Christmas, and sorry, for the holidays. And they're really well made. They're good quality. And then new this year are the candles. They are the cheerful candles, and they are as you see here, 16 ounces, and they do have an 80-hour burn time. So there's always someone we all know that loves candles. So that is another way that you can get a customer. And these are the brand new bark boxes that are available this year. If you are ever in by our office and you want to see them, please ask to see them, because we have the samples of the 3 that are on the right hand side. The 2 that are on the left side on the bottom, those are the ones that they have had before, and those are still available, still cute. And all of these bark boxes do come with the berry trios. And they do come with, like that first one, because the rough terrain boots with some of the squeaky toys. The second one has that campfire tail set. And then the third one has the good dog sash. And all of these are such good quality, and they are super cute. And like I said, if you want to see them, we do have them here on our office for you to view if you would like. So this is how the girls get started. Just as I mentioned earlier, they will go on with their M2 flyer and get started. The girls will set up their platform. This is where they will select their preferred email address, I apologize. They will confirm their membership, because also they have to be registered in order to participate. They will enter their goals, they will create their avatar, and they can include a video if they would like. It is like the coolest experience ever. The girls love creating their avatar. They have those categories of skin tone, eyes, eye color, face mask, hair, body, and clothing. And the amount of items that are available are just endless. It's so crazy what they have now. And then that is also where they will have their tools to run their business. This is where the girls will see their emails. So if they sent emails last year, they will be there still this year. They could just send them, or they can delete some that they no longer want to send to. They also can download and print their printable business cards. These are so cool because they have their QR code. So we are all used to using QR codes for everything. This is where the customer can scan the QR code and just give it to them. And this is how the girl still gets credit for those sales. They also can download the door hangers. And what's really neat about this is these can also be left with like teachers or your neighbors. And it's still the same thing, same concept. It has the QR code. And then, of course, 2 years ago, they did have the share my site with the texting. Because yes, we do know that a lot of people, they don't even check their emails, but we do know that everybody does check their messages, because basically everybody has a cell phone at all times. What's really neat this year is that now they are able to share on Snapchat and Instagram. These 2 features were not available before. Before it was just Facebook and Twitter. And now they have added the Instagram and the Snapchat. And just as I mentioned before, this is what the participant's dashboard looks like. This is where she can send a supporter thank you. She can view her avatar room, which is brand new. I think it's the next slide. I'll show you here in a bit. They can manage their nut card order entry. They can select rewards, and they can view their reports. And of course, just as I mentioned, they would and should share their site. And just like with everything, when a customer buys something, have your girls have that habit of sending a thank you email. There is already a template, so the girls don't even have to think about what to write. They can just send that template, or they can edit that template as well. They can personalize it and send it. Okay. And this is what the avatar room looks like. She has gotten an upgrade and is more modern, and I just love it. You see right here, she now has her guitar on the side. She has her selfie ring light. In the back behind her, she has that Polaroid camera. And on her wall, She does have the Brave, Fierce, Fun poster, and then right next to that, it has the photo where the View Troop photo, where she can click on that and view all the avatars from all the girls in her troop, including you guys, the troop leaders. And then how does she earn her fall personalized patch? Well, this is how. What's really cool about this is that the girl will be able to select one of these two. So do you see the backgrounds are different? So one of them has the bear in the water and the other one has the bear by the mountain. So the girl will be able to select how she wants, which background she wants. The girl will also be able to select what name she wants written on there. Does she want her first name? Does she want her initials? Does she want her last name? Does she want a nickname? That is up to her. And the way she earns this is by creating her avatar, sending 18 emails. She must use the share my site function in M2 and sell 3+ magazines or more items. That doesn't mean 3 magazines, that just means 3 of the items that are not nuts and chocolates. So it could be a bark box, a candle, and a Tervis, the tumbler. So as long as it's 3 of those other items, and then of course the 30 nut and chocolate items, and that is how the girl earns her avatar patch. Now for the crossover patch, the girl must create her avatar, send 18 emails, use the share my site function M2, and all of this is done during fall product. And then in the 2026 cookie program, she must sell 350 packages or more. And I do encourage all your girls to do this because even if they don't want to sell fall product, that's okay. But for the cookie sale, if they want this crossover patch, they have to do those three requirements on top, and those are only done during the fall product sale. This is what your rewards look like. As you can see here, McKenna's on there. McKenna was our top seller, so we decided to put her picture. She's our back-to-back seller, so we are very excited for her. And what we are doing this year is we are going to, for those girls who sell 100, I believe, let me go back, yep, 175 items, they are going to earn they can go watch Dr. Seuss How the Grinch Stole Christmas, the musical. And we've already purchased the tickets for him. It will be December 13th at the North Charleston Performing Arts Center at 7:30. And we will have a pre-party here at the council office. And a few years ago, we did this with Aladdin. And what we did is we had the girls come in, we had food for them, we had some games. We just had I'm just excited about this, and then we all drive down and go to the performance. All right, so now for the volunteer experience. Once you all turn in that form that I showed you way in the beginning, the Troop Cookie Manager form, that is how I am going to give you access. So on September 12th, you all as leaders, once we have your forms, you will get this email from M2 basically saying, hey, welcome back. Click on this email, on this link. You click on the link and it'll take you back. For those of you who are new, you will have to basically create your profile. But those of you who are returning, it will be the same, and then you can make all your edits. Now, the first thing I want you to do once you log in, other than watch that 5-minute video that you cannot bypass the very, very first time, I want you to go into the tab that says a parent adult email campaign. That is actually one of your 2 requirements for you and your co-leader to earn your avatar patch. But the reason I want you all to look at this is because this is going to show you all the girls that are in your troop. So you see right here, this says there's only 3 girls in this troop. So you know you have 10 girls. What does that mean? That means I have 7 girls who are not registered. So, but that also means they could be registered. We found out last year that we did have a few girls who were registered, but they were placed into another troop. And that's okay. You just need to let us know, and we do our back office thing, and then we move them to your troop. But this is why it's important to do this, because you want to make sure that all your girls are there and they're registered. And once this is good, you press the send and continue that you see right there. And voila, that is your first step for you as your as a leader and for your co-leader to earn your avatar patch. This is what your troop dashboard looks like. This troop dashboard I love because it is so simple. You will see your day-to-day sales, what your total sales, your magazine sales, your nut sales, everything by category to the date. And you also at a glance right here on the left side see how many girls have are participating, how many emails have they sent. Everything you need is on this page. And just as I mentioned, if you and a co-leader do these two requirements, you will also be able to earn your own patch. You also would select your background. And like I said, the first thing you need to do is as a troop, you would sell $750 or more. And then the next thing you would have to do is send the parent adult email campaign. I've already shared with you all the important dates, and we're very excited about this cookie sale. So just as I mentioned, your service unit will receive the fall product items the week of November 3rd through the 8th. So make sure when they call you and say, hey, your items are ready to be picked up, that you do it in a timely manner and make sure you sign, right? Because as I've mentioned, we got to sign receipts for everything. But what's really cool about M2 is that they have these delivery tickets. So instead of writing everything down, you can actually just go to your delivery tickets tab, tell it what you want, whether it's for rewards or for the product, and it will give you one by girl. And what's really neat about this is it is nicely, as you see right here, is nicely printed. It is very legible to read. And then at the bottom, it actually tells the parent already like how much they owe you for that. So that's a neat feature that's on there. And also for rewards, as I mentioned, same thing. You would go to delivery tickets. You would tell it you want your rewards and delivery tickets, and then make sure your parents are signing for them. Please, please, please inform all your girls and your parents about upcoming GSESC programs. We have a full staff with our program team, and we have a lot of really nice programs that we have not had in a while. But the thing is, we are finding out it's not even that the leaders don't know. The leaders do know about these programs. They're just not passing the information to their parents and the girls. So we are going to come up with a system here very, very soon for girls who are 13 and over, because that's the rules where we can't do it for the younger girls. But for those of you who have younger girls, please get that information to your parents and your girls. Just because you do not want to do a program as a troop does not mean they would not be interested in doing it by themselves. Okay. Also, we did this last year. We did fall product video challenges. We are going to do the same thing this year. So we will put those challenges out there, and then the girls do get we will select one winner every week for the categories. And then the girl that wins, she will get like a prize, like a gift bag. And then just as I mentioned before, if you haven't already, please sign up for the upcoming cookie program trainings. Here is the membership help. If you need any help with membership, Benita Jacobs is regions 1 and 2. Michaela Watts is over regions 3, 4, and 5. And then Julianne Judge is our registrar. So these would be your membership ladies that would be able to help you. All right. So if at any time you were to ask yourself, how do I reset my password? When can a supporter expect a direct ship nut order placed online? When will a participant receive their personalized patch? Any of these questions, you would contact M2. Here is M2's information. They want to hear from you, okay? We do not have that information. So you can call Diane or Deborah or myself. We will just direct you back to M2 because we do not have that information, unfortunately. But I believe, yep, that is our last slide. So I'll leave this one here a little longer. But if you do have any questions, please reach out to myself or Deborah. And again, as mentioned, now that you've taken your online 2025 fall product program training, please make sure the next step is to turn in your Troop Fall Product Manager form along with your ACH form to Deborah. Just as I said before, this is how we will give you access to the system. So thank you very much. I hope I didn't go too fast. I hope I didn't go too slow. And I hope this all makes sense. And I know I said this is so easy, but that's really what it is. It's super easy. And yeah, we're here to help in any way. Thank you very much. I hope you all have a great day.